Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing review series videos I've been doing for a little while. I'll go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. Can you tell I just downed a whole bunch of soda? But anyway, folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm doing something else. I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, why wear super cool shirts? I always like to highlight super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Now It's Dark shirt. Which is, and then this is actually the cover of their album. What the fuck is Now It's Dark? Now It's Dark is a local Illinois band that I became familiar with about a month ago at the time I'm doing this. They were the local opener for a show that I was at, and I'd never heard of them, honestly. Like, as much as I try to be familiar with the local scene, hadn't heard of them. Really enjoyed their set. Afterwards, I bought some merch, chatted with them for a bit, and it turned out that actually, despite already having an album and everything, they'd only been around for a little less than a year. So, super impressed with that. Like, fucking, I've known bands that have been around for multiple years that, haven't put out an album. And, hey, take your time, do what you need to do. But the fact that they were able to go over there and not only put out a really solid album, but then on top of that, were able to, go out on stage, be really good at what they were doing, like, really impressed me. So much so, I went over there, actually took some videos of their performance. Those are also on this channel. I have an entire playlist of just concert videos that I go to, because I like music as well as food stuff. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, I alluded to this one in my previous review because we're headed back to, boom, Buffalo Wild Wings. Specifically, in my previous review, I went over there and tried out some of their orange chicken boneless wings. Specifically, I did this because on Thursdays, which it is today, they have a buy one, get one free deal on their boneless wings. So I went over there. I've been taking that opportunity to go over there and try out some of their wings, try out some of their different sauces. So I just got through doing the orange chicken. Now we're going to try the Caribbean jerk wings, which look like this. Woo! Ha 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 ha! Yeah! So let's give them a go. I'm hoping that they're super tasty. I like Caribbean jerk stuff, but man, is it easy to fuck up. It's one of those things where it's like you really have to know what you're doing with it, and I don't know that Buffalo Wild Wings does or doesn't yet, but because, like, I've had, like, real Caribbean food, and it was fantastic. It's, like, some of the best food I've ever had. But I've had so many things where it's like, oh, yeah, no, they're using, like, a jerk sauce or something. It's like, yeah, I don't think you use this right. Let's give it a go. Got this one right here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Honestly, way better than I expected. Way better than I expected. I mean, first and foremost, is it anything close to like proper Caribbean food? No, it's not. It's not, But I'm not going into it with that expectation. I'm going into it with the expectation that, hey, it's Buffalo Wild Wings. They came up with something that they're calling Caribbean jerk. It needs to kind of at least work along those lines. Like, it needs to be recognizable for what it is. Does it succeed in that aspect? Yes. I think even if I didn't know what this was from the name itself, I would think this was something where I would be able to pretty much immediately tell you, okay, that's like definitely like some Caribbean, kind of seasoning and stuff. Very herby, which really surprised me. Like, I wasn't expecting that much, kind of herby flavor. Herby, whatever you want to fucking call it. And then, like, it has that nice kind of, like, jerk kick. And, like, jerk sauce has, like, a really interesting kick to it, where it's, like, it's, got a little heat to it. but it's like, it's like so punchy, and you get like this like nice punch of flavor, and then you kind of get a little bit of a heat at the back of your throat, and it's really cool. Like, it's, and I'm surprised that they actually had that in this. I really did expect, as I was eating it, okay, yeah, I get they use like the seasonings and such. Okay. Because initially, it's got the herbiness, got a little bit of like a sweetness to it. Super flavorful. And then, like, the flavor transitions. It becomes more of a heat. And that's when you get like that real punchy flavor. And like I said, I mean, it's spicy. It's not super spicy or anything, but if you're somebody who you're not into spice, definitely does have a spice aspect to it. Like I said, hits you at the back of your throat. Also gets you a little bit at the front of the tongue. It's, honestly, these are pretty dang good, man. Like, Buffalo Wild Wings flavors are, more hit than miss, I would say, for me. I think they typically do a reasonable job, but at the same time, doesn't mean that they don't have misses. And for something like this, I honestly expected this to be way worse. Like, I didn't have a great deal of hope that they'd be able to manage, that Caribbean jerk flavor. And while, again, I'm not saying it's as good as, like, the actual stuff, where, especially when it's done, like in a proper, like, Caribbean restaurant. Again, it's, if you ever get the opportunity, there is a Caribbean place near me. And right now they're listed as temporarily closed. I don't know what was happening. I know, like, they closed down, the whole pandemic situation and everything. And then they came back up for, like, strictly takeout. And then, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened with them. But, like, I am keeping an eye on it because I'd love to review some of their food because it was fucking phenomenal. Obviously, in that capacity, it's way better than what Buffalo Wild Wings is going to put out towards that. But what they put out towards it is not entirely, disrespectful to what it's trying to be. Like, it's a reasonable fast food-ish facsimile of those Caribbean flavors. I like it. I like it. Two questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with yes and kind of yes. I think for me personally, honestly, like, because, like, I've tried, like, I did, like, their Thai one and done their orange chicken one and stuff. Again, hit or miss. With this one, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to get this if I want, like, proper Caribbean food, but in terms of, like, just really punchy flavor, and, you get, like, a nice kind of, eating experience and kind of transitions through different flavors, and you get the heat and stuff. I actually really like it. And I do think it's probably for me, one of the more preferred flavors that I've had from them, because I think it hits the notes that I need it to hit, and then on top of that, it's just really flavorful and tasty. So I'm down with it. If I'm recommending it to people, again, that's where it gets a little bit more here or there. I think it's good, but I think there are asterisks involved. First of all, again, it's not proper Caribbean food. Please do not take it as a representation of. But again, if you're just looking for a quick fix, it does kind of hit on those points. But if you have better options available to you, go try those. The other thing is, again, it's kind of, not real spicy, but it is a little spicy. It's going to warm your mouth up and stuff, and some people aren't into that. So just kind of take that into account, I personally like the flavor of it. I think it surprisingly did a good job of, kind of working with some of the seasonings and some of the complexity of the flavor. And so for me, I'm down. So 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, spend this rest of your folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly Caribbean jerk-tastic rest of your life. Because again, when it's done well, man, it's some good shit. I really hope that they open up again. So they're just listed as temporarily closed, but they've been temporarily closed for months. So I don't know anymore. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Especially when you're out of your delicious Mountain Dew Legend. What's gone? By the way, Mountain Dew Legend, it is an exclusive flavor to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I have reviewed it. You can go check that out on my channel if you're interested. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to see this review, and maybe you're going to be like, you know what? I could go over there and I could try out these Caribbean jerk-flavored boneless wings that I saw Brandon go over there and review on the internet. You can do that. Or go over there, check your local area, see if you've got like any like Jamaican or Caribbean, style food around you. Then maybe you go out, you do that. Hit me up in the comment section afterwards. You're like, Brandon, it was the best fucking food I've ever had, and it was amazing. And thank you so much. It was fantastic. I went over there and I loved it so much. I went over there and I named a star in your honor. You're like, all right, well, that's odd, but okay, cool. Planet Brandon or Brandon Star or something like that. Who knows? Who knows? But, all I will say is this, is that if and when the time comes when we have the technology and, somehow I'm still alive, you better believe I'm going to wherever the fuck that was and I'm planting my damn flag in it and be like, I don't give a damn what's there or what isn't there. Because it's entirely possible that whatever it was isn't there anymore. It's mine now. Somebody paid to have my name put on it. Or conversely, don't pay to have my name put on a planet. Bye.